So to finish up binding, to join the two binding pieces, I leave about, I don't know, 16 inches or so in between where I started and stopped. This is on the back of my project, and then you've got to take a piece off of this. You know you've got plenty, so just cut a chunk off there, about, I don't know, 3 inches long, let's say. Okay, and I know I've got too much, so I'm going to take some of that off too. Alright, and then I'm going to lay the two of these over each other. Make sure this is flat. And I'm going to take this piece that I made, I'll open it up and put it right under the two of them sticking through. Okay. Now I've got to cut on this side of this piece and on this side of the other piece so that I have an overlap. These two are going to overlap each other. Okay, so this piece here, I'm going to cut right even with the side of that. And this piece, I can bring it right up the top if I want. Make sure your piece stays in there. Okay. Alright. And I'm going to cut this piece on this side. Straight across. Okay. Now that gives me the right amount to attach here. Now, what you're going to want to do, this doesn't count anymore. You're going to open this piece up just like that. And this piece here is going to lay open just like this. And those two are going to join together in the center. And I take this and wind it up out of the way and put a big clip on it so it's not bothering you. Put a couple of them on it if you want. Okay, so you've brought this piece here, this piece here. Bring them up in the air, and you're going to make the letter A. You got your two legs, and you're going to stitch right across here. Okay, if you want to test it to make sure that you've got it correct, you can put a few pins in here, right across here, just so you can test it before you stitch it. It's a good idea. Just so you know, when you turn it right side out, you've got this going in the right direction. Now when it gets stitched and turned, it would be just like this. And that would be across the bottom. So you know that you've got it going the right way. These are your extra pieces. And you know that your diagonal will be right there. Okay? So now we can gather that back up. Just knock them on the floor. Okay? And we know that we're going to stitch right across where those are. All right? You can take it right over the sewing machine and stitch those up. Now we're going to go right across where the pins are. That's why it's important to leave yourself enough to work with. I don't sew very close together. And I end pieces of binding. This is always tricky to see where that top piece is, too. And try and get it square as you can. Not easy. There we go. And nice diagonal line. Okay. Back up here. Let's see what's going on. Right, now I suggest you never cut this until you've checked it for sure. Don't cut that off. Now you can see that that's going to be perfect right across there. Okay. So go ahead and trim this out of the middle. And just finger press that. Okay. And now I think that'll come right across this. I gotta get my other foot back on. So bear with me a minute. Make sure you got your needle where you want it again. I had to move mine a little bit. So I want it to be back over. I'm doing a 3/8. So I want to make sure it's 3/8. Good. All right. Get this back up here. Get a little better angle on this. There we go. Okay. We're going to pick up where we left off. Do the back stitching. Make sure I got my needle where it's going to be. Okay. Now you've got a join that no one can tell. Doesn't look any different than where anyone binded the two pieces together. That's it. Thanks for watching.